Welcome to the Niceguy Podcast. This is episode 10. Finally, we made it to episode 10. I am shell shocked over the whole fact that I'm making 10 episodes already. Not consistently. I'll admit, yeah, I haven't been consistent. I am very sorry to you guys. Basically the my whole excuse, or basically my yeah, you could say excuse, but I would say it's just a thing that is normal for me, or for a lot of you viewers that are out there, saying is that I have my education has been killing me. Well, not a lot, but it's just a little bit. Saying that, yeah, I can't really do a lot of things. I have to tests, and then I have major tests that are coming up to this moment right now, and saying, yeah, I haven't had the time to keep track of getting this podcast in going. But also, I've been seeing a lot of things out in the internet and saying, for example, there's a new TV show and Disney Plus. If you guys know about this new TV show, it's called Moon Knight. It's a pretty good show, actually. And it's about like basically an Egyptian hero. I wouldn't say Egyptian hero or say hero. He looks like an anti-hero because he can be bad and good, because I don't want to give spoilers to you viewers that have not started the show, because it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good show, and it's been like such a really good roller coaster of emotions and like action, because every single episode has action, and which impresses me every single time, that pretty much tells me that I will enjoy this show, and giving the fact that I really like it, and it's barely on its fourth episode. They have new episodes every day. I mean, not every day, every week. But I catch up with what I can. The storyline is very good, up to this point. And a lot of the actors that are in there, they're really good. They're really good with their storytelling and their roles. Now, it's saying that, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I would recommend for you guys to watch it yourselves. If you guys don't have Disney Plus, you could probably pirate it. Even though I don't recommend pirating these days, it's pretty bad. You can get a virus, and it will ruin you mentally, and just mentally and emotionally. But yeah, it's been a month. I traveled during my spring break. Spring break came in. I had a whole week of vacation. It was pretty cool. It was very laid back. I got to brainstorm a lot of things that I could say. Try to get guests into my free time, into the whole podcast thing. And I've seen a lot of suggestions over people in my school saying like, "Hey man, what are you uploading?" And I'm like, "Man, I have a test tomorrow, man. I can't do anything, man." And I know it's good, but jeez, man, like freaking school is hard, man. And I'm probably not the only one that is saying this right now, but out of all the other people that are here in this world say the same thing, that school is hard. It is hard, and man, it's not easy. Well, if you make it look easy, you'll succeed. And I always put school first, always first, and then my other life choices as a second. But I've gotten some free time right now, and make this episode for you guys. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna try my very hardest to. Man, I feel like I've been saying this too many times, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get this podcast, man. Like, jeez. Basically, this whole time I've been like just just working on my education do something right with it. Work on it more, and just like try to expand, like have an idea of expanding on the podcast, cause I wanna expand, and not try to get into like a very negative spectrum of saying, yeah, I'm gonna get canceled in Twitter, and then put my whole name in danger. Cause dude, that Twitter is scary. Cause oh my goodness, you get doxxed for like the smallest things, and then your whole family's endangered or something, and like it's really scary, man. Like thinking about it like in a deep way is like very scary. I would not enjoy a single bit of it. I'd I'd probably just like delete everything that I have, and then just leave it as how it is, cuz I do not enjoy that. But yeah, now that I've been podcasting now, and I have not done a lot of things in my life. I've been growing my hair, and that's gonna be something that you guys will see when I start the commercial channel. The commercial channel. I have been doing a couple things. I've been sketching some things, but also I've been trying to get other guests into the podcast. I've stumbled into a couple people. I've been rejected by two different people, which kind of sucks because kind of sucks either way. But one of my friends, uh, he had like a music career, a small music career. It was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. But I don't want to expose his name because I feel like just for his safety purposes. Saying that he was good with music. Okay, he was good, but then he got too much attention in the school and from his friend group, and I gave him a whole paragraph of a review of what I thought, because it was a positive note, and I thought it was something good. He told me it was just like a little hobby that he wanted to do. I understand that it was a hobby. It was just a little hobby that he wanted to do, and he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it while it lasted. But either way, it's just, jeez, man. Like he quit that for really quickly. It finished really quickly. Um, it's a little bit of a shame. It's a shame that he ended that very quickly, and I hope that he finds something new that he can put devotion on. Cause, jeez, he was really good, and like I hope for the best for him. Cause, jeez, quitting the one thing that you actually liked, w- that man, it still puts me in awe, saying that I can, man, like it doesn't it doesn't really it doesn't really doesn't wrap my head onto it. Like I have no words for it, cuz it was so impressive how he did his work, and then now what's he doing now? He's not really doing anything now. But it still tells me that he did something, and that he enjoyed. He still made it somehow. But I hope for the best for him, man. Like it's very unfortunate that he had to end his own music career just because he didn't like the attention. Which I understand that. I go to school like all of you guys, or don't go to school like some of you guys. No offense. Some I get attention in school, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a podcast. Yeah, I make videos. And I don't keep it a secret, because why would I keep it a secret in saying, yeah, I make videos on YouTube? Sometimes I'm not gonna say I'm consistent. I'm not very consistent as a YouTuber, and I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm a very consistent YouTuber. I would say that I'm very stable. I don't know, man, but man, it really sucks. It kind of sucks then for him to just end his career, his own little music career, and jeez, it truly sucks, you know. But I don't know. It really does. But for me, for my next step of my whole life is finish my education in a right way and expand on this podcast. Maybe some other things as well, saying that how do I say this? Just yeah, just in a simpler way, saying that I could expand in many ways, but also enjoy what I like, because this is just like a little hobby that I like, and people enjoy listening to what I have to say, and I appreciate every single thing that I get, especially the people that I know who you guys are, that support me for what I do. So um my good friends want to get into the podcast, and I would love to. I would love for them to get into the podcast, and I would say that yeah, sure, why not? Just to entertain the people and a little bit of myself, man, because some of these people are funny, and like mostly like editor Nate. We talk a lot, and like he talks a lot about airsoft things. I talk about computer stuff, cause I'm a computer nerd. We both are. Like but I'm more advanced than him in some types of ways. But also, I would say that I don't know. I'd say that I'm better than him in a just um how do I say this? It's just a technical level. But there's other people that are way better, way more better than me in many ways. I only know about how to build a computer, how the computers work, which computer you should get, what parts you should get, what are recommended, what are not recommended. Will it explode? Will it not explode? But never, ever, I will ever talk about Apple products. Mostly their computers, because their computers are so expensive and bad. Like I get it, they're supposed to be for business, but that doesn't give me the fact that I will actually buy a $2,000 laptop just for it just to do a couple tasks, because most of these things now are very much things that I want to do. Like I'm really close to my senior year in high school, and I next year I'm gonna be having much harder classes. I'm gonna have a freaking professor as a class for a class, and I'm probably the only kid that is gonna be there, and I'm gonna feel so lonely, and I'm gonna be like, no, I have a professor, and like the only thing that will benefit me is that it's a college credit. I'll take it any day, but oh my god, those like it's gonna be really hard to do. Uh and but the college credit is basically for economics and government. I could do economics and government. I can mess with it a little bit. I like it. I enjoy what I have to do. And I'm not complaining fully to it, but I like what I chose. But I will see what will happen next onto the to what I will have to do in school. Most of the things that I've done is that I just concentrate on like the grades, what I have to do. I have a coding class, which is pretty complicated, but I learned from it. I have editor Nate on helping me, which I thank him a lot, and it's something that I like to do. I'm not gonna use it as a major because the rest of the stuff that I have to choose was to not to my own ability to learn, because I didn't like the other ones, the other options. They didn't give me much interest into them, and I enjoy what I like. I enjoy what I like. Most of the things that I have in class is just math. That is a little bit complicated, a little tricky. I learn from it, and then bada bing, bada boom, I move over to the next thing. But other things like English, it's a easy class, and I'm passing it. But there's another thing, digital arts and animation. Ugh, man, I hate that class. Sometimes it's because like our teacher sometimes doesn't help us, but I don't blame him. He's busy. But I learned from the other things. I learned from my other teammates that are next to me. I'll I'll just I'll just blast through it, and I'll still get the grade. I'll still pass his grade. I'll still pass the class. But every single teacher is different. Everyone teaches in a different matter, and saying that yeah, I have to learn on my own sometimes, or I need really a lot of help. But also, I'll just work on the things that I'll have to do, but also say, yeah, I have to do this by force. But yeah, I'll just say, just work on your education, guys. Don't give up on the education that you're already about to finish, or you're just starting on the hard stuff, because you don't know where that will take you. It'll take you very far, or it'll just ruin you, probably, if you don't work hard, obviously. Um, but yeah, there's not that much to talk about, because next episode I'm gonna have a guest. It's gonna be obviously Nate, and then next episode I'm gonna have a friend of mine from the school that will be talking with me, because he's a really nice dude. He's a little messed up off camera, or off the internet. but in person he's a really nice guy, but he's a little messed up. At the end, he's a nice person. Anyways, there's not that many shows that are out there now, because now that recently they just uploaded the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. I've been waiting for another Thor movie, another Marvel movie, cuz actually those movies are really good. Cuz well, I would say some some are good. Okay? Not all of them, some of them. The only bad ones that are not actually Marvel are pretty much the Spider-Man ones. They were kind of overhyped, and then there'd be like average movies. But a lot of the things that I've been watching now is just on streaming services like HBO or Disney. Like, for example, at Disney Plus, I've been watching the Moon Knight one, which is pretty good. And HBO, I've been watching what have I been watching? I've been just watching a lot of movies that I have watched before, and I just want to rewatch again. Recently, not so long ago, I rewatched the Batman, because they just put it on streaming services, and I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll watch it. I'll watch it again, and I I watched half of the movie, and then another half at a later time, and I was like, man. When I watched it the first time, I watched it with my dad, and it was a good movie. Okay, at the first, it was a good movie. I had no problems with it. I wasn't like, oh my god, this is so boring. No, it was a really good movie, and but my only problem was that the time. It was literally freaking 3 hours of of a movie, and what actually upsetted me was that what really upset me was that it was 3 hours, and and I was just telling myself in the whole movie theater, I was like, oh my god, can I pause this movie and just watch it another time? And another thing was that it's just it's just basically a lot of the things was that the Batman had to say was a lot of narration, which is kind of boring. Cause I was like, man, just talk already, or say something, and I'll be enjoyed to listen what you have to say. But no, the rest of it was just narration, and I don't have a problem with narration. The narration was pretty good. Um, it's just like in person when he was the Batman, he didn't say anything, which was very infuriating. And he talked like 5 times, at least 5 times during the whole movie. The rest of it was just pure narration. And the another movie that I'm not very interested in, but they said it was pretty bad. It was Morbius. Morbius is just another MCU movie about just a sick guy that becomes a vampire using technology or just syringes. My dad watched it. He said it was all right, but it was just very boring. He said that the I'm sorry if you guys get spoilers off of this. He said that like literally the last part of the movie was all action, and the rest of it was just talking. And I was so upset to hear that. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he was like, "No, I'm not kidding. This whole movie's bad." And I was convinced that it was bad, so I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not very convinced onto it. Um, but yeah, it's just there's not merit. There's no good movies anymore, which kind of upsets me. It's very upsetting at the most of saying, yeah, I'll watch this movie. Um, but yeah, and a lot of a lot of the things right now are pretty crazy, like lawsuits at the moment. If you guys know, you know. If you guys don't know, the you should probably take some research onto this. I'm just the only movie right now at the moment that I'm actually excited for is Thor: Love and Thunder. Maybe Eternals 2 if it ever comes out. And what else? Oh yeah, they said that Shang-Chi, that one like Chinese, I don't want to mistaken this. I think it's Chinese or Japanese movie about like 10 rings that have power, and one guy has to save it from his father. And it was pretty good. It was actually a really good movie. I liked it. It was really good. Plot was good. Storytelling was good. There was nothing that could change my mind. That was one of the best movies from 2021. And right now we're in 2022. The only good movie that I actually watched this whole year was Batman. Even though I had some complications with it. I'm not gonna lie, I had some complications with it. Um, maybe maybe I slept through it. Maybe I slept some parts onto it on the first time I watched it. But the second time I had my eyes onto the screen without even moving an inch. Well, I had some times that I had to move from my seat just to do something really quickly, like drink water or do something else. Um, but also, I'm expecting more shows. They've been saying that they're gonna have season 4 of Stranger Things. I'm not a big fan of Stranger Things because it's just the old style mystery, and I'm not very much of a mystery type of person to watch. I just like comedies because comedies are funny for their own thing and nothing else. And I would say, yeah, it's funny. You should watch it. I'm expecting. Oh yeah, they're gonna. I saw that. They're gonna make a third. I'm probably mistaken. A third season of Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy is basically a show of about a group of kids, or now they're adults. Group of kids, now adults, that have superpowers, and they were born unexpectedly. Yeah, in an unexpected way. There was no intercourse into the mother with the mother. And basically the rich guy, that is the adoptive father, was rich and bought the kids, or just basically adopted. I don't. It sounds kind of rude saying bought it sounds like they're slaves, and they're not slaves. They're superheroes, and but they all have their past, and they mess with time travel, which is pretty no, that's pretty cool because it was basically sci-fi. Basically, it was a comedy. They had some funny moments in there. Um, a lot of sarcasm. Some good old sarcasm jokes. Sarcasm is such a good type of comedy. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a really good thing. Basically, they're gonna have a season 3 in the summer. I'm expecting it to be a very good show, cause it's been more like 2 years since they haven't made another season because of obviously COVID and probably other things that I don't know. Money Heist, obviously, Money Heist has died over. There's not gonna be another season of it, which kind of sucks because it was a really good it was a really good show in my own opinion. Saying, oh yeah, it was a really good show for its own purpose only, and yeah, basically it was Money Heist was basically a group of people that would rob a certain place, but they would go for really big places, only big ones in the in the Spain area. They would mess with the government. They messed with the government a lot, which is bad, but also pretty cool at the same time. A lot of people obviously died in the show, and which is very tragic because a lot of the characters made their own had their own storyline of saying, "Oh, a woman lost her kid, lost custody of the kid for some reason." Or no, she didn't lose custody of the kid. She just lost them or whatever, or the kid got stolen or something. I don't know. I don't have a really fresh memory of the show itself. Saying, but they had, I think, 2 seasons. No, they had 5 seasons. Yeah, they had 5 seasons. They had 5 seasons, and they only did two robberies. I think I'm wrong. But basically, it was a really good show. I liked it. I really liked it. It was a really good show. A classic for me was basically Supernatural, hunting demons and angels. Angels were good. Demons were obviously bad. They had God. It was not very religious of a show. It was a really good one though. But yeah, basically, there's not that many shows. My whole point is that there's no good shows out there anymore. They have to up their game with shows. Squid Game. Ugh, don't get me started with Squid Game, but it was all right. It was all right. Eh, it was all right. But basically, yeah. I just want to state my point, saying that guys, you producers or writers, step up your game right now, cause I don't I don't know what else to say, man, cuz they're so bad. All of the new shows are bad and lazy writing. And I'm like, "Oh wow, the main character wins the match? Oh wow. Who would have known? Oh, the heroes win? Oh no, but the main character died. Oh no. Oh, there's a new movie? Better. That's better." Yeah, but basically my point is just step it up. But yeah, this has been the episode 10. We have made 10 episodes. Uh, 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 but yeah, I have made 10 episodes. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's saying that I have been talking to myself, only myself, stating my own opinion on something that I don't like. Um, but yeah, next episode, I will have editor Nate onto the podcast. We'll talk a bit about this and that. But yeah, what else I'm gonna say? But yeah, guys, stay in school if you're in school. If you're not, well, work on your stuff. Do really good on it. Please don't screw up. And I will see you guys next week. I will have more content for you guys. I'm still working on the commercial um thing. I'll probably put it on the main channel. Nah, I'm not gonna make a second channel. That's too much. And yeah, if you wanna subscribe, please subscribe, like it, share it, please, please share it, please, please, please. And also, see you guys at another time. Thank you. This has been the Nice Guy Podcast, episode 10, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.